Okay, so hi everybody. We're here. This is Katie. I know Jesse's on with me live, and if anybody else jumps on, that's great. But we are recording this, so if you're watching the replay and you have questions, just go ahead and ask them, and I'll be responding to you guys from now until the next couple days, and forever. Just let's be friends. So if you guys don't know me already, my name is Katie Kelly. Jesse already knows this, but I'm a psychic medium and a doTERRA wellness coach. I do energy coaching. I do lots of stuff, but it's all in the metaphysical realm for the most part. I'm a Reiki master, et cetera, and so forth. So I love oils, and I've been using them in my personal life and in my family's life for probably almost 10 years now. I have antibiotic resistance within myself, so we rely very, very heavily on oils in our house. So I call myself the queen of oils, and I'm surrounded by them right now. I can't wait to show them all to you. But I also used oils all the way through both of my pregnancies, and on myself postpartum, and on my babies when they were first born. So why did I choose doTERRA for essential oils? So doTERRA obviously is kind of like the biggest name in the game. We have a quality standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, CPTG. That's on every single bottle of our essential oils. And basically that came about because essential oils don't fall under a regulatory agency like the FDA or the USDA or anything like that. So there's nobody checking on the efficiency of what you're getting in each bottle. So doTERRA decided to change that, and they created an industry standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and they invited all the other oil companies to join them. To this day, I don't think that there are any oil companies that hold themselves to the same standards that we do. We source from all over the world, which makes our oils different from a lot of other companies and sometimes more expensive. But the value in that is invaluable. What that means is that your frankincense is not being harvested in Verona. It's being harvested in Somalia. And there's a huge difference in the therapeutic potential of those plants when they're in their indigenous lands. So we also partner with the farmers that work locally in these places. So we don't come in with big tractors and bulldozers and mess everything up. We actually are very restrictive on the amount that we're allowed to even harvest because we're not going to contribute to deforestation. So that also sets us aside from lots of other companies. So basically, we're the coolest. Choose doTERRA if you're looking for safe, natural solutions for yourself while you're pregnant and with your baby. That's definitely a name you want to look for. So the number one thing that we have to talk about with pregnancy, postpartum, and infants is oil safety. So that's an area that we're going to get into a lot. Obviously, you always want to check with your doctor. I'm not a doctor. You always want to check with your doctor, your OB, before you use anything. For the most part, I think most of us feel pretty comfortable. We've probably used lavender before. We've probably experienced these oils in one capacity or another. So if you feel like you're pretty confident that lavender is safe for you, for your baby, for your newborn, that's great. If you're hesitant about something or you Google something and see something that scares you, definitely pick up the phone and talk to somebody who knows because that's always the smartest way to do it. The first and number one rule about safety in essential oils is dilution. So I'm going to be like a Nazi the whole way through this and keep talking about dilution. Now, at the end of this, what I'm going to do is post a couple graphics on the Facebook page. One of those is a dilution chart so that you can see exactly how far you need to dilute each oil for your body and for your newborns and each age range of child as your kids grow up. Dilution is really important so that you don't waste oils. Oils will evaporate right off of your skin if they're not diluted in a carrier oil. So we always tell people to use either fractionated coconut oil, which doTERRA has, or I usually use sweet almond oil. And I actually got this on Amazon, and I like it because it comes with a little pumper. It's only a couple bucks, but the pumper makes my life easier than anything else. And the third way that I usually dilute is with our unscented lotion. So if you have any unscented lotion that you like, we have a really great one. But basically, you always want to dilute the oils before you put them on your skin. For your newborns, what you will do for dilution is you'll either get a palm full of the oil and dilute it right in your hand, or if you're psycho like me, you will get little rollers like these, 10 milliliter rollers, and put only 1 drop in to a whole thing of coconut oil. These oils are so, so, so powerful, and that's something that we'll kind of touch on the whole way through this class. Let me look at my stats. Oils hit your brain. They affect the molecules in your brain within 22 seconds. It only takes 2 minutes to find them in your bloodstream, and within 20 minutes, they affect every single cell in your body. That makes them 8 or 10 times faster and more effective than ibuprofen for pain, than pretty much anything that you can take orally. So oils are amazing. That's just literally putting them on your skin. So what else about safety can I say? So we have these rollers. If you're going to put them on your skin, that's one way to use oils, is to roll them right under your skin or use them topically. There are some oils that we consider to be hot oils. Oils like peppermint, lemon, anything that you think could burn you. Or oregano is a really hot oil. I actually don't even use oregano in like the regular oil form. I always use the roller that doTERRA has because it makes me nervous. It's just really potent and really powerful. Any hot oil, you pretty much want to either dilute really well in a roller or use them in a different way to get their benefits. So you can take some oils internally. The way to tell whether you can take one of our oils internally is very simple, because the ones that you can take internally will have nutrition facts on the label, supplement facts, and the ones that you cannot will not. This is cypress, and the other one I showed you was lavender. Yes, you can take lavender internally. To take them internally, some people like to dilute them in just a glass of water. For example, like 1 drop of peppermint or 1 drop of lemon and like a 20-ounce thing of water. Make sure you use stainless steel or ceramic or glass for that instead of plastic. But the other way to do it is to use our veggie capsules. So these are all the different ways that you'll be absorbing these oils. The third way is aromatically. Now, I wanted to show you guys this, even though it's discontinued, because doTERRA always rolls out really cute stuff like this. This is the cutest diffuser known to humanity. And it projects the stars onto the ceiling, and it's a little whale.
So mad I didn't get it.
It's so, so, so cute. And this was 2 Christmases ago they had this. And last Christmas they came out with, I think it was an elephant. Either way, it was like so cute. So keep an eye out at Christmas time because all the cute diffusers come out. But diffusers are amazing. You don't have to buy them through doTERRA. They have them on Amazon. They have them at TJ Maxx. There's lots of places to get them. doTERRA's diffusers are amazing. I will tell you that. They have a really nice capacity, and they also they give you a lot of like space, meaning you can smell the oil that you're diffusing from pretty much anywhere. So you can take oils internally, use them topically, or diffuse them. Topically, you want to make sure you dilute them for sure. If you're using one of these veggie capsules, you don't have to worry about like fractionated coconut oil or anything. You just put your oils in and then they're ready to go. These are amazing too, because this whole thing, I think there's 160 in here. Yeah, this whole bin of empty veggie capsules was $4 with my wholesale account, which is awesome. So before we get into oils for pregnancy, I'm going to break this down to the oils that I love for pregnancy, then postpartum mama, then baby. Before we get into the oils that we're going to use for pregnancy, we're going to talk just a little bit about the ones that we're going to avoid. Hopefully we will then just end on a positive note. So we all know that there are some oils that aren't safe to use when you're pregnant. And I think that there's a lot of stigma out there that you can't use anything when you're pregnant. And the truth is that you could probably use anything as long as you diluted it enough. It's just that you're probably not going to do it the right way. So there are some that we say just completely avoid altogether because they can cause problems. The first one that most of you might have heard of is called clary sage. Clary sage is one that you don't want to use until you're absolutely in labor. That means you're full term, you're 40 weeks. You're done. You're trying to stimulate contractions. Clary sage makes your contractions start. So if you're ready to start labor, if you're overdue, if you're a day over, that's a fine thing to use. But anytime before then, it's definitely not. It's like the number one thing I would say to stay away from. We do have an oil called Clary Calm, which is for like basically PMS. It's a monthly blend for women. So you can imagine this oil is for that part of your body. So definitely avoid clary sage and clary calm while you're pregnant. They also tell you to avoid basil, which we're going to talk about today because it's good for ear infections, cinnamon bark, fennel, which we'll talk about today also, and rosemary. So if you have a pen and paper, go ahead and write those ones down. Some of the blends that we'll talk about today at the end are ones that you'll want to avoid until after you're done being pregnant. All right, let's get right into it here. So when you're pregnant, there are lots of different concerns that might arise. The first one being usually morning sickness. So thankfully for me, morning sickness hasn't ever hit me too hard. I'm a mom of two. I also have a stepdaughter, but I have two that I actually give birth to. And thankfully I haven't had too much morning sickness, but I know that it's like the actual worst thing in the world. So we have these amazing ginger chews. These aren't even an oil, but this is one of my favorite products. And I've eaten half of these just for an upset stomach, and I'm not pregnant. And I've had these for maybe a month. There's 30 in here, and they taste pretty good. These are the greatest thing ever. So if you're getting morning sickness, you can definitely do that. The second favorite oil for pregnant people is definitely peppermint. So peppermint, when you have your baby, peppermint actually reduces your milk supply. So this is not something that you'll probably want to use long-term, but when you are pregnant, this is the most amazing thing you could ever use for your headaches, for nausea, to uplift you, to make you feel like you have some energy when it's 3 a.m. and you've moved yourself 82 times because you can't get comfortable. I totally get that. So for the next morning, get you some peppermint. My favorite way to use peppermint when you're pregnant is to dilute it. Either we have a peppermint roller, so that's a great way to skip a step. I can't find it. I have them everywhere. You can just roll it under your temples if you have a headache, if you have any muscle tension in your neck, if you're a sweaty mess like I am right now and I'm not pregnant, you can roll it onto the back of your neck to have a cooling sensation and then fan yourself. If you're nauseous, even just a quick whiff is really great. And there are a ton of diffuser recipes that you can use peppermint in too. So use peppermint for sure, and the ginger chews. My second biggest complaint that I hear from women who are pregnant is mood related. So regulating emotions and hormones when we're pregnant is like almost impossible feeling sometimes. And sometimes it's just way up and way down. So what we have are two blends called Balance and Serenity. Now, if you are familiar with doTERRA, and if you know anybody who uses doTERRA, I can almost guarantee you they have these two oils. These are probably the top two selling oils across the board as far as like mood related things. Now, Balance is our grounding blend. So if you know me from my psychic work, you know that I'm a psycho about grounding, that I talk about grounding all the time, all day, every day. I go through a bottle of this almost every month. I keep a bottle in each of my kids' rooms because I put it in their diffusers sometimes at bedtime. And I also keep a bottle in my work bag because it does help me get grounded and feel focused. The smell that's in it is like kind of woody, but like very sweet. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's basically just the most amazing thing ever. It has spruce leaf, fractionated coconut oil, hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, It's a really, really pleasant smell. So we're going to talk about this again for postpartum use for yourself and your baby, but Balance is one of my absolute favorites. Serenity is probably second in line. Serenity is what we use at bedtime in my house. This is the calm down. This is the unwind. This is the lavender base. If you really like the smell of lavender, or maybe you kind of like lavender, but you're ready to try something different, Serenity is definitely the blend for you. When I smell Serenity, I instantly smell the cedarwood too. There's cedarwood in this, and there's also vetiver. Vetiver is it's like liquid Xanax, basically. Vetiver is one of the most calming oils that we honestly offer. So this is the super calming oil. This is for nighttime. You can diffuse this in your room up through the time that your babies are all the way grown. I used it in my baby's rooms in a diffuser every single night, and I swear it's the only thing that ever helped them sleep. So, and me. So there's Serenity. We actually have Serenity soft gels too. That's not something that I've ever taken personally, but I know that a lot of people swear by them. So check that out too if you're looking really hard into sleep-related things. Another one, and I didn't bring it up, is called Immortelle. This is for pregnancy as well. So our skin, let's talk about it. Our skin is our biggest organ, and that's why we have to take care of it and not give it garbage stuff and toxic ingredients. We have to give it natural things like oils. Immortelle is a blend that was made basically for all skin issues. It's made for fine lines, wrinkles, but it's also absolutely amazing for stretch marks. And I know, and I didn't hear about this until after my second baby was born, but I know a lot of people that used it preventatively for tearing. I'll let you guys use your imagination with that. And she swears that that's the only thing that helped her. This was her second baby. She had a bad experience with the first and used Immortelle on somebody's recommendation right there and diluted it, of course. Immortelle is not a diluted blend. It's not diluted in fractionated coconut oil like a lot of our rollers are.
So you're like dilated and ready to go, and you just roller bottle some Immortelle down there just in case.
She actually used it like every day in her third trimester and rubbed it in, like just to like make that tissue softer so that it would expand better. So yeah, I know it's creepy, but who wants to like tear? These are things that we have to like think about, I guess. So Immortelle has, so bonus, you can use your Immortelle then on your face wrinkles. I'm just kidding. Definitely get a new bottle for that. Or like don't cross-contaminate because that's gross. But it's a blend that has frankincense, which is absolutely amazing for your skin and for your whole cellular system and body and brain. Sandalwood, lavender, helichrysum, and rose. And rose is also absolutely incredible and calming for your skin. So check out Immortelle if you're looking for like an anti-aging. That's another option too. But for pregnancy, if you want to roll it on your belly, around your belly button, if your boobs are growing like crazy, that might not be a bad idea to kind of get it in there too. What you would do is just dilute it. You would take a little bit of fractionated coconut oil because it comes in a roller. Just get it in your hand. And then you take your roller bottle on top of it and you just go, that's how you would dilute it. Okay. And rub your hands together and put it where you need to put it. So, okay. So Immortelle. And the last one is Deep Blue. So again, if you're familiar with doTERRA, you know about Deep Blue. This is kind of our claim to fame. This is one of them. This stuff is like magic. It's like icy hot, basically, except better. And when you have swollen cankles, this is your best friend. There are some oil people who say be careful using wintergreen when you're pregnant. I personally know about 8 million zillion people who have used it just fine during their whole pregnancy, all over themselves for neck tension, for soreness, for back pain, anything. They've all been literally fine. So ask your doctor if you're nervous about it. I don't want you to Google the ingredients to this and be like, why didn't Katie tell us that there's wintergreen in that and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just saying it ahead of time. Don't like yell at me. It's something that I use safely. I swear by it. If you got cankles, this is your friend too. Deep Blue comes in an oil as well. So if you're into just doing it yourself and you want to just get a little fractionated coconut oil in your hand and dilute a drop of it, go like that, you can do it that way too. Some of our kits come with Deep Blue oil. So if that's all you get, you can totally still get all the benefits of Deep Blue. It's just not as convenient as it is in this tube. So, okay. Now I want to jump to, let's see how I am on time. Perfect. I want to jump to postpartum mama. So now all our oils are safe again. We don't have to worry about those types of concerns. Now we're worried about lots and lots and lots of other things, like an infant and spazzing, and maybe you have other children, and maybe you have a job, and life gets really stressful sometimes, or it can, let's say, when you have a newborn. So being able to support yourself holistically in ways that are easy is really, really, really going to be important for you. So one of my favorite ways to just make your life easier is through the On Guard Sanitizing Mist. You're going to have 100 people coming to visit you, touching you, coughing, touching doorknobs. Everything is just disgusting. And your eyes are going to be like bulging out of your head thinking about all the germs and all the things with the babies. This spray is going to save your life. You can spray this literally right on a toy, right on a doorknob, right on your hands, right on whatever. Don't spray it in your face. That's silly. And always give things a good rinse. Don't spray a binky and then give it to a kid. That's not smart either. Definitely give it a good rinse if you can. But when there are all kinds of icky germs everywhere, On Guard Sanitizing Mist is your best friend. Our On Guard blend is our immune system support blend. And it's mostly consisting of clove, lemon, see if I have one handy, wild orange. It has cinnamon bark, so that's one that they say about if you're pregnant, but I used it the whole time I was pregnant and I was fine. I can't find one. But it's our immune support blend. So that's also one of the top oils I would suggest for new mamas, just to support your immune system. It's easy to catch bugs when you're breastfeeding, when you're whatever. I know a lot of people that take a drop of On Guard in one of these every single day. Some of them put maybe a drop of lemon in there too, or some other immune support oil in there, like frankincense, copaiba. There's lots of different options. So if you're looking into taking oils internally, definitely get some of these and talk to me, and I can go over with you how to blend in a capsule. Now, Balance and Serenity, we already talked about those, but those are going to be big ones for you mamas when you're coming down from everything going on. I don't know about all of you. I had a little bit of postpartum anxiety with both of my kids, and Balance and Serenity were in my diffuser on and off all day. And during the daytime, it was Balance. At nighttime, it was Serenity. And that's what kept the peace. That's what kept everybody kind of flowing with each other. So definitely utilize those two oils for your mood. Wild Orange is also a really amazing and uplifting oil, and I'm going to be giving those away tonight to, well, not just tonight, but to anybody that places an order between now and the weekend. I will ship you out a free 5 ml of Wild Orange because it's amazing. So keep that in mind. Deep Blue is really great for when your back is really, really tired from nursing around the clock, and for soreness, swelling, anything of the like. Labor is hard and you might be sore. So Deep Blue is going to be your friend again. So a lot of these oils are carrying over. I tried to make it that way. And all of our mood oils are great. So we have a whole line at doTERRA called the Emotional Aromatherapy System. It has oils like Forgive, Cheer, Console, Peace. This was the first purchase I ever made were these rollers through doTERRA. They're amazing. There's 6 of them in the line, and you can buy those as a set. They're pre-diluted. Forgive is probably my favorite because it just smells like the woods in like the best way possible. It's bergamot based. It just makes me feel so grounded and amazing. So if you're struggling, just roll a little of this over your heart or on your wrists and pick up the phone and call one of us because we got to stick together. Okay? Okay. All right. Moving on. This is probably going to be the biggest chunk of like the oil section, and this is the baby section. So again, let's go back to safe dilution. Understand that when your babies are newborns, up until they're about 2 weeks old, you don't want to use anything. If you're going to use anything before they're 2 weeks of age, put it in a diffuser is my recommendation. I would use nothing topically before they're 2 weeks old. After 2 weeks, after you know that their immune system is okay, they're not premature, they're healthy, happy, responsive, etc., that would be a safe time to introduce essential oils. And anybody else that tells you anything different than that is an idiot and a liar. So don't listen to them. I just think that there's a ton of bad information about oils, and I think we as reps get a bad rap because we don't talk about safety enough. So it's really, really important. Don't hurt your babies.
You're saying anyone who tells you can use it on day 1, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can use them on yourself and be around the baby. It can be in the presence of, but I wouldn't even do it in a diffuser. It can just overwhelm little tiny lungs, little tiny hearts. If you have peppermint diffusing in a room, it can wind up your baby. And what if there's some kind of something that you don't know about yet because they're just too new? I just think it's absolutely, I wouldn't. So, that's not to say if you need support, do what you need to do, but here's how I would do it with myself. Like if I really needed some balance in my life and I was 1 day postpartum or 1 second postpartum, that's it. And then you put the lid on, take a little whiff, wash your hands, walk away. Or use a piece of jewelry that has like diffuser jewelry, something like that, something a little bit more subtle than like putting 5, 6, 7, 10 drops in a diffuser in a small room. I would definitely keep it open air ventilated, etc. So I would just hold the bottle and do it this way if you're in your first 2 weeks. That's how I would get it in yourself, or internally is also a good option. After 2 weeks, you can definitely start trying things. I would try things slow, do it one at a time, make sure baby's responding well if you're using them topically. As far as aromatically, you're probably really safe after 2 weeks. I wouldn't worry too much. I think you would know if there was a problem. So what you would be using after 2 weeks, first of all, baby sleep, Serenity. So again, Serenity and balance. Colicky babies love balance, and they love Serenity. I had 2 colicky babies, so it's tough. The other thing that colicky babies love is an oil called Digest Zen. It's our digestion blend, and it does have peppermint in it. So we want to make sure it's only 1 drop in a whole roller this big for your little itty bitties, okay? And you're going to see that dilution chart at the end of this. But Digest Zen, it has peppermint, fennel, ginger root, caraway, tarragon. Maybe it doesn't have fennel. I lied. I thought it did. It's anise. That's what it is. Ginger. Oh, there's fennel. I'm not crazy. It's the most amazing blend ever for yourself if you're feeling uncomfortable or gassy or whatever, and babies absolutely love it. So make yourself a roller when you get your oils and make a Digest Zen roller for your newborns. Rub it right on their belly. As long as it's diluted well, you have nothing to worry about, and rub it in and sing them a song and cross your fingers because it worked for me. Another really good one for newborns, and hopefully you won't have to use this one, but it's called Breathe. Breathe is our respiratory blend. And this is, people say it smells like Vicks. I think it smells a little more like minty than Vicks and less like eucalyptus-y. It's a really strong oil, so you only need, if you're putting it in a diffuser, you really only need like a drop or 2, especially for little itty bitty newborns. But anytime your baby's stuffy, runny nose, any allergies, anything like that. Unfortunately, these things do happen even in newborns. This is just going to help open up their airways so that they can breathe well, and you can hopefully breathe well too. Breathe mixes really well with On Guard in a diffuser too. It kind of smells like Christmas somehow. I mix those two all through the holiday season because they just smell really good together. On Guard kind of smells like fall. It's like cinnamon and clove, and this is kind of peppermint and kind of just, it's a really nice blend together. So if your baby's sick, you could do 1 drop of On Guard and 1 drop of Breathe in the diffuser. Another one is Roman chamomile. That's great for soothing baby for sleep time. Roman chamomile only comes in a 5 ml, and that goes back to our sourcing principles. But this is one that I would dilute in a roller with some Serenity or lavender, whatever smells good to you, and rub that right on baby's big toe. Big toe is mostly where you're going to rub on babies anywhere. If you're wanting them to get immune support benefits, you know, if it's not like belly, yeah, you're going to rub it on the belly if it's like a belly thing. But if it's mood related, if it's sleep related, if it's immune system related, feet and specifically big toe is where you're going to rub it. So Roman chamomile is a good one. I couldn't do any of this without saying that one. Hi, Hannah. Hi, miss you. I can't hear her.
Is that me?
Hi.
Where you at?
I'm at my house.
Oh.
Where are you?
At home.
At home, she said.
Oh, miss ya. She's so cute. I love her.
Good, good.
Okay, so getting into a couple more things that come up with kids and babies. Teething. So teething can be super rough. For teething, there is a blend that you can use. And some of these, I'm going to post a couple graphics also at the end of this. So some of these things are going to be written down, but take notes too because I'm not sure what's on there. Teething, you can make a roller blend and dilute it according to your baby's age with copaiba and lavender. Those are the only 2 things you need. And you rub it right on baby's jaw, and it helps them teeth. It helps them cut teeth. I had really great success with it. I just mailed one of them, like a roller like this, to a friend of mine, and she said it worked for her little one too, who was like breaking a fever basically from teething and like hating life so bad, which we've all been there.
Even for Hannah just recently with her molars.
You did use it? Oh, good. Did it help?
Yes, literally so much, yeah.
Yeah. So copaiba is like magical. And that's one I could probably talk for 45 minutes about, so I'm probably just not even going to get into it. But buy copaiba because it's like an all-purpose, all-healing, great for pain, great for immune support, great for literally every single thing. It's kind of like frankincense. You'll hear people in the oil business say that about frankincense, that no matter what you're making, put a drop of frank in there. You can put a drop of copaiba in there too, just because it's just got so many benefits that you don't even know you need it, but you do. It's incredible. So we also have copaiba soft gels now, which were just rolled out last year. And those are amazing. I just finished up a bottle, so I don't have any to show you. But they're just little teeny tiny soft gels of copaiba that you can take daily for immune system support too. So we talked about gas. We're going to use Digestin for gas. Sleep, we're going to use either Roman chamomile or Serenity. Colicky, fussiness, we're going to use Balance. Respiratory, we have Breathe. Teeth, we have copaiba and lavender. And ear infections are going to be the last one. Hopefully your kids don't get them like mine do. But if they do, basil is your best friend. You're going to make another roller, and it's going to have basil, 1 drop of basil and 1 drop of tea tree oil. Those are the 2 things that you need. And what you're going to do is you're going to rub it on baby's neck all the way down from like right behind their ear, all the way down, and even kind of up almost on their hairline, up around their ear. And it's like night and day for my kids. I swear sometimes it's the act of the roller, like breaking up something right there, like breaking up sinuses or fluid or something, but my kids always feel so much better after that. So use those ones. And the last oils, I'm gonna kind of hurry so I don't get cut off, are the kids line. We have a kids line to make your life so much easier, and it's incredible. So this is what it looks like when it comes to you. And it has this cute little bag in here and this carabiner so you can like attach it to everything. It comes with this little card set that tells you what each one can be used for. So if you have older kids who want to do it themselves, they can look through and see what they need each oil for. And it gives you a little description of what it's for, and it tells you what it is. So this line is a game changer. Look how cute this little bag is. And it clips right on. Because these are already pre-diluted and safe for kids. They say anybody at least 6 months of age can just use this right out. And if you're not 6 months yet, all you do is put a little bit of that coconut oil in your hand and roll it right there, and then you're ready. Then you're definitely you're probably over diluted, to be honest with you. But that's just, if it was my baby, that's what I would do. Plenty of people have used these undiluted on their kids too and been completely fine, I'm sure. But so they come with these little stretchy clips so that your kids can play with them mostly. I can't get it off. But they can clip it right on their school stuff, you know, if they want to take it with them, blah, blah, blah. So there are 6 in this line. Brave is the Courage blend. It's mostly wild orange. It has a very citrusy smell, basically. It's a warm citrus smell. It's amazing. Just trust me. It almost smells like tangerine, even though there's not tangerine in it, which is interesting. So we have Brave for courage, Rescuer for soothing, which has copaiba. I know you're shocked. Lavender, spearmint. And this one is a little more earthy from what I remember. Just a little bit. It's kind of minty in a way. Brave, stronger. Steady, which is the kids grounding blend. So this is the kids version of Balance. And that's, I should know these. Coriander, magnolia, balsam fir. Calmer, which is the restful blend for kids. So this is probably the equivalent to Serenity. Stronger, which is immune system support. And Thinker, which is a focus blend. So if you have kids or you're looking for a great gift to get somebody who does have kids, who's looking for more natural solutions for their life, the kids blends are absolutely amazing. We've had these for probably 6 or so months, and it doesn't even look like we've used them. That's the other great thing about our rollers, is that they last you forever. There are so many that I ordered when I first signed up, and this was 2 years ago, and I use oils all the time. I mean, all the time, all day, every day. I had to run all over my house to get these ones. I haven't had to reorder most of them yet. I feel like the rollers are a really good bang for your buck. So definitely check out the kids collection. Now the kids selection is retailed at $126.67. But with a wholesale account, it's only $95. And I feel like for 6 rollers, a case, a cute way to carry it, a guidebook, I mean, it's like basically person proof. It's new mama proof. You can't screw this up with this stuff. You can use it 6 months on up. I use them on myself. You can't go wrong. I feel like that's a good deal. So, all right, now we have the information. We know some blends that we're kind of interested. We know some oils that we might want to get. At this point, what we will want to do is talk about how to get the oils. So I will be putting in an order through my account on Friday. So if you're local and going to see Jessie in the next it'll probably take me about a week to get them in. I can definitely drop off anything you need that way. And I'm going to post a link to my website if you want to just order straight through my website. Punch in your information. You can have them shipped to you too. It's totally up to you. If you do order from me, then we'll just save you a little bit on shipping. But either way, it's up to you. So you can order them wholesale or retail, excuse me, or you can sign up for a wholesale account. So there's two different ways to sign up for a wholesale account. The first way is to just pay $35, and it's kind of like a Costco membership. Then you have the account. It's good for a year. After a year, it renews at $30, and they send you a free bottle of peppermint. So that's kind of nice. But you can also enroll with a kit. So we have several different enrollment kits, and I'm going to actually just post a link because that's easier than me just talking about them. So browse through those. They have all different ranges. Some of them are our top 10 oils. Some of them are more about our supplements. There's a lot of different choices there. So browse those, and if it's something that you're interested in doing, message me and I will walk you through that process, and you can start getting the oils for 25% off. So it's a great deal. There are also ways that you can accumulate points through like an auto order. And I have so many points sometimes that I hardly even know what to continue to buy. So I end up getting people lots of gifts. I think all of our teacher gifts this year are going to be doTERRA products. So if you're looking for, cute gifts, if you have an Arbonne team and you're like, wow, I want to send out 10 doTERRA lavender rollers, maybe you won't do that because maybe that's a little bit counterproductive, but whatever. Maybe you have some other occasion. These make fantastic gifts for anyone. So keep that in mind. And if you have any questions about any of the material we covered kind of a lot in a short period of time, and you don't have time to ask me questions now, and you didn't during it. So definitely message me or comment on this post, and I'm going to be following it and paying attention. Now for the make and take. Here are our options for that. So the first blend that I came up with was a soothing blend. It's a spray. I want to show you these beautiful bottles I got. They're like ombre, like orange and purple. This light is not doing them justice, but they're absolutely gorgeous bottles. They're kind of small. So the blend that I would put in here would have Balance, Serenity, and Wild Orange. And I would put some amethyst crystals in it and some white howlite crystals. Both of those are really soothing crystals, and those would just be chips at the bottom. So I would guess that that's going to be the most popular thing. I would spray this everywhere. I would just douse myself in it, honestly. It's fantastic for labor, obviously, because you're trying to calm down so that you can push. It's fantastic for before you have the baby, anytime you're stressed, after you have the baby, anytime you're trying to unwind. It's just a really good grounding spray. So that's going to be the first option. And then the second option, I have these cool rollers. These are just 10 ml rollers. They're blue. And it would be an immunity support blend. So I would combine On Guard, Copaiba, and frankincense. Those three oils, if you were to buy those outright, would be very, very expensive. But I think that they're really, really important for you to have. So I'm making you guys really expensive rollers. I would probably put some black tourmaline in there to absorb any negative vibes too. So those are our two options for a make and take. If you really, really want something else that I talked about, like if you want me to put together a DigestZen roller for you instead, or something for the new baby, I'm totally willing to make you what you want. All of them are $5. So whatever you guys decide on, just let me know. We can Venmo, you can give the cash to Jessie. Either way, just let me know. So if you're not going to be able to see Jessie to get them picked up, I'm totally willing to ship them too. And again, anybody who orders tonight, I will send them a 5 ml of Wild Orange too. And anybody who enrolls with a wholesale account, also, I will give you a brand new bottle of fractionated coconut oil, both free. So if you need help ordering, you have questions for me, anything like that, either private message me, call me, just let's be friends, comment in this event, and I'll keep an eye on it. And I'll get with Jesse after you guys tell me what you want me to make you, and I'll make sure they get there. So yay, thank you guys so much for coming. This was a lot of fun. I hope this whole thing saves. So I'm gonna work on that. Yes, absolutely. And I'll text you, Jesse.
Sounds good.
Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.